cabbage, butter beans, green lima beans, macaroni and cheese, mashed potatoes, rice, yams, beef stew with oxtails, fried chicken, baked chicken, barbecue chicken, fish. So many dishes. Something that mostly everybody can eat. We're what you call a meat in 3 and a buffet style. But I try to do 4 to 5 meats, and the rest is sides and vegetables. Fresh, homemade, cook food that's been in the generations.
Normally on Saturdays, we like to just get in the car and drive and go to a destination and find a good place to eat. And we love, you know, the old-fashioned cooking where you get, like the old restaurants, meat in 3. You don't see very many of them anymore. So when we see one, we want to try it out to see if we want to go. And this was well worth the trip.
A lot of people come here from Charlotte, Fayetteville, Raleigh, you name it.
$12.86, $12.86. Thank you.
We open from 11 to 4 on Sundays and from 11:30 to 2 on Thursday and Friday. First Sunday is always smoked neck bone, the fat back, along with traditional beef, oxtails, and fried and baked chicken. On the second Sunday, we have hog maws. And the third Sunday, we have turkey and dressing, which is my best Sunday. And on the fourth Sunday, I have to go back to the hog maws because people travel, so I have to offer it twice a month and sometimes through the week too. I just didn't know people love hog maws like that.
The food served here is traditional soul food. It's the food of the families. This is a farming community. Most places throughout the South, the farm was the basis of their livelihood. They didn't have money to go to the big stores and spend money on groceries and all that. You grew your food. You grew the peas they're serving here. They grew the okras that they're serving here. The ham hocks that came off the pig. They're serving it. The chickens that might have come from the pen in the backyard. All of that is community food, and this brings it all together.
So we get the Southern Living magazine, and we saw this restaurant and their family on the cover. We saw the fatback and the greens. We saw everything. So we made a decision. We didn't go to church today. Forgive us. And we rode just to come, and just the whole thing, just the family, the way they look, the way they were welcoming, even through the pages. And so we're here, and wow, I mean, there's everything that my mama cooked, and just like she cooked it.
Genesis was formed when we used to meet at my mother's house after church, and a lot of the church members also. And then it got to be so, it was too many people coming to Mama's house to eat. My mom was cooking for people for free, and we just said, you can't do this, Mama, for free. We don't have that kind of money and resources. So we went from there to just charging a little something. This kind of came about with somebody said, well, you know, there's a restaurant open in Bennettsville for sale. I said, I don't want to do no restaurant. I thought about it, and I also visited 3 churches in the regions, which is Chesterfield County, Marlborough County, and Florence. 3 different churches, and all the ministers spoke about the book of Genesis, different chapters, but I said, well, maybe that's my sign. I need to open a restaurant. And so after I thought about it, and I came to the conclusion and asked my family, and they said, yeah, go for it. And I let them talk me into it, basically. Everybody wanted to do it. I was the holdback because I was still working a full-time job. So that's how Genesis came about. Mother was my right and left hand because I was working full-time for 8 of those years. She was here. She did all the cooking, managing, the cleaning, and I didn't have to worry about the trucks, you know, bringing supplies in. She was on it, on it at 75. She was on it, on top of it, sharp as a tick. And after I saw her slowing down, I said, it's time for me to retire and do more at the restaurant. I spent a year and a half with her before she expired, and that was about the best time I had. Just letting her just slow down and ease out of here. Yeah, just ease out. It was hard because I knew I wasn't gonna get her to ease out. She was up here that Sunday, and she came in and made sure we was still keeping the coolers clean, the stove clean, the kitchen clean. And she just didn't say nothing. She just looked around, walked around, made sure we had everything like she left it a month ago. And she said, well, I guess I go home now. And then, lo and behold, 3 days later, she was gone. And she just said, I done did what I need to do. Yeah, y'all got it. And it meant a lot to her that she knew we could handle it without her being here. Yeah, so she wanted her legacy to carry on, so that's what we're doing.
You are taking in all of that history. Not that it's even intentional. It's not intended to be a historic location, but it is intentional in that it's providing the food that grandmama used to cook. You know, so you say, man, I remember we used to eat like this on Sundays after church. And that's what Genesis does for this community.
But when I came here, I had no idea. I said, this is a small town. And I said, I didn't know what the expectation was for Genesis, you know, being here, a small town. It's not a high economical town. It's rural. But to me, in this community, I think I serve almost all the counties around in the surrounding area. Because customers come here, they support me well, the whole entire North Carolina and South Carolina, because they travel. They support me very well.
It's hard from an economics point of view to sustain a restaurant like this. But one of the main reasons why this one survives is because of two things. One is the culture and the people that are in here. It's a gathering place. And two, it's economically feasible. This isn't going to break your bank to come in here and get you a good meal, because if you come pick up your Sunday dinner in here, you ain't got to go home and cook to them. You're going to feed the family at an affordable rate, and they're all going to be satisfied, and you didn't have to do all that cooking in the kitchen.
105 years old, November the 15th, 1990.
How did you get here?
I drove.
Drove.
Yeah. Get out of church at 11:30, and I can come here and get my dinner and going back home. I eat when I get ready.
A lot of these people are older now, and this is everything they were raised on. And yet this family, you know, they're taking their time. They know these people, and they're fixing all this food for them just like they ate it, and just like they know these people want to eat it.
Home cooked meal, soul food. I mean, these are community people, and they bring about a gathering. And it'd be a gathering here.
I know you ain't drinking no soda.
The whole family. I have a lot of family support. But if you didn't have family, because you not always have money, and you not always have the labor. But I have family that stuck with me from the day I opened to now. Been here, you know, working and helping out and volunteering, and some still do. The community, they like to help out when they can. So I have a good support system, family and community. Churches support me overwhelmingly good, all of them. They make sure that I try to stay here. They help me a whole lot, and the ministers bless me. They're a blessing to Genesis.
I challenge you to find another establishment in the state of South Carolina where a community restaurant, which is serving family-style food in a family-style environment, is more received, more popular, and has more delicious food than you're going to find right here at Genesis in Bennettsville, South Carolina.
Actually, everybody in the family can cook, and we are cooks. We had 5 generations working in here at one time. Now we got 4. So we got them in training and in the making to keeping it going. Yeah. Other people start talking you into, you should try this and do that. And I still wasn't ready, but after I saw how I could do it, and it was not complicated, and I had a lot of help doing it, not by myself. I just decided to just go forward with the blessing of the Almighty. Because I know that vision was there a long time ago. I just didn't pay attention. Everything I did was I saw that vision. In college, I knew I was going to be a social worker. And when I was young, I knew I was going to be a cook because I've been cooking since I was 10.